Sagai is also joining us live. He is from in fact, the Freedom Park in Bengaluru at the moment. Sagai, give us a sense of the protests that are happening behind you at the moment. Normal life, of course, has been impacted to a large extent. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, in fact, the entire state is on standstill where across the state, almost all the shops, roads, everything has been completely shut down by the people. Many of them have proactively joined in solidarity with the farmers as well as pro-Kannada organization. But many places they have been forced to do that. As we speak now, we can see that a mock funeral of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has been done at Freedom Park. The protesters are protesting with the effigy of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, and there are also effigies of even Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Irrigation Minister D.K. Shivakumar was burnt in Freedom Park. Almost everybody is there in the Freedom Park. All these people were supposed to protest in all the pockets of Bengaluru, but they were being detained by the police and they were being brought to Freedom Park, and everybody are protesting in here at the Freedom Park, and the only demand is that Karnataka government should stop the water flow to Tamil Nadu. And remember, close to 44 flights have been cancelled at Kempegowda International Airport, though the official statement from Bengaluru International Airport officials are claiming that it is due to official reason, but what we get to learn is there are a lot of tickets which was being cancelled, and there were a lot of hassle for the passengers to reach their respective destinations to airports as well as to their respective destination due to lack of taxis and auto rickshaws on the streets of Bengaluru.
So you see those dramatic images that are coming in from Freedom Park in Bengaluru, where effigy of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin is in fact been burnt. They are beating those posters with in fact slippers. You can see those protests that are only growing louder across the state of Karnataka. Sagai, if you could just speak to some of those protesters, the numbers behind you just seem to keep swelling at the moment, while of course the Chief Minister has reached out to these protesting groups and asked them to come over to his residence at 12:30 this afternoon to have a word with him.
So definitely, let us go and speak to a few farmers what they have to say about this particular protest. What is sir? Even ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬಯಸ್ತೀರಾ?
ಏನಿವತ್ತು ಕಾವೇರಿ ಬಂದ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅತ್ತೂರಿತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾವೇರಿ ಕೊಳದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಿಲ್ಲದಲೆ ನೀರಿಲ್ಲದಲೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹೊತ್ತು ಕಳ್ಳರ ತರ ನೀರು ಎತ್ತದ್ದು ಇದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಖಂಡನೆಯ. ನಾವೀಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ತಂಡನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊಳದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಐತಿಲ್ವೋ ನೋಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರುವೆ ಏಕಾಗಿ ನೀರು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಹಾಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ನೀರು ಬಿಟ್ರು ಕಳ್ರಿ ಇವರು, ಅದನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಿದೀವಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ 1.25 ಲಕ್ಷ ಆಗಂಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ 4 ಲಕ್ಷ ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಖಂಡನೀಯ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕುಡಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ನೀರು ಬಿಡೋದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಿಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ವಿಫಲ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಏನು 30 ಜನ ಸಂಸದರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇವರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಳ್ಳರ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಿತ್ ಬೀಸಾಕೋ ಕೆಲಸನ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ರೈತರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಇದೇ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಂಗಾರಪ್ಪ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ನೀರು ಬಿಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವರ್ಗಜ್ಞೆ ತಂದು ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಜೈಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ ಮನುಷ್ಯ. ಇವತ್ತು ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ತಾಕತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, ದಮ್ಮಿದ್ರೆ ನೀರನ್ನ ಬಾಕ್ಲಾಕಿ ಇವ್ರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ. ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಜನ ನಾವು ಇವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು.
Not the voice of the farmers where they are claiming that the chief minister should tender his resignation and stop releasing water to Tamil Nadu. And they have also cited an example of a former chief minister Bangarappa where he was in solidarity with the farmers and pro-Kannada organization and tender his resignation when a similar kind of water dispute issue was arised during his tenure. And they also claim that there is no sufficient water for the people here in Karnataka and they should not release water to Tamil Nadu. And they will continue the agitation on the roads of Bengaluru and across the city, across the state of Karnataka. Irrespective of caste, creed and religion, people here in Karnataka have gathered in large number here in Freedom Park and protesting. Sir, nim demand ಇದೆ sir, ನೀವೇನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು?
ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಆಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡೋದೇನೆಂದ್ರೆ 4 ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಕರೆಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿ ಅವರು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಡಿಸೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರ ಸಂಘ ಘಟಕ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕನ್ನಡದ ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರರು ಇರಬಹುದು.
Demanding that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi should call all the chief ministers and leaders of 4 states who are the stakeholders of Cauvery river and try to hold a meeting and try to explain the situation of Karnataka, where there is a huge deficit of water in all the reservoirs. What we get to learn through our sources from the officials of water resource department is that close to 40 TMCs of water is there in all 4 reservoirs, and that includes even the dead storage of water, and this much of water will not be sufficient up to next summer, and it will have a major impact even for the Bengaluru city, which is depending upon Cauvery water for drinking water.
So what's the solution to what you're saying right now, Sagai? What is the solution if that's the only amount of water that's left?
See, when there is excess of rain, when there is excess of water in the state, especially if you have noticed last year and before last year, there are several videos which went viral where people are worshipping when Cauvery reached their villages. That was the kind of rainfall we got last year and before that. And when there was excess of water, there was huge water which was being released to Tamil Nadu, and most of the water was released to sea without even using that, to the ocean without even using that. So these are the questions which is being raised by Karnataka, saying that when there is excess of water, we have shared with you, but when there is distress, there is water deficit in the reservoir of Karnataka, you should try and understand. There should be a formula which should be introduced. During the time of distress, we cannot release so much of water as per the decision of Supreme Court. You should come up with a formula saying that if we have around 53 TMCs of water in KRS, how we can share with Tamil Nadu, whether 1 or 2 TMC or 3-4 TMC, it should be discussed by Cauvery Water Management Board, and that is what the Karnataka leaders are trying to emphasize. Try to regulate a formula of distress formula, and accordingly we will share. When there is less water, we share this much of water. When there is excess of water, we can share with wholeheartedly, with our open hands. We can send all the excess water to Tamil Nadu, because end of the day, you cannot keep it in all the reservoir. It is going to be very dangerous even for the reservoir as well as for Karnataka. So when there is excess water, you send. When there is deficit of drinking water in the state, you should come up with a formula where a delegation should come forward and try the Cauvery Delta region and all the dams, and they should understand how much of water is there and how much required for cultivation in Karnataka, how much required for drinking purpose, and thereafter they can release the water to Tamil Nadu. And this is what the Karnataka leaders are being reiterating, and the protesters are repeating it again and again, that CWMA should address.